Business Today is brought to you by...
Shouldn't banking start with you? After all, it's your life and we're just one part of it. So no matter what life throws at you, at Scotiabank we guide you through it with people who actually listen and with services that enable what matters most to you. Because at Scotiabank, it starts with you.
This is Business Today. I'm Marlon Madden. Government's expenditure to non-profit agencies was slashed in almost half during the first 9 months of the current financial year. The move was part of ongoing efforts to contain spending and reduce the fiscal deficit. The latest central bank report showed that between April and December 2017, government extended approximately $12.9 million to non-profit agencies. This compared to the $24 million for the same period last financial year. Meanwhile, Governor of the Central Bank, Cleviston Haynes, reported that government would continue to face challenging conditions during 2018 as it intensified efforts to strengthen public sector finances, address the weakened external position, and implement a sustainable growth framework. Delivering the economic review on Wednesday at the Central Bank, Haynes stressed that sound action is needed in light of rising oil prices, falling reserves, and government's limited access to new financing.
For fiscal year 2018-2019, government must continue to build on the gains it has made on reducing the fiscal imbalance. The fiscal deficit for 2017-2018 is anticipated to be lower than for the previous year, but is unlikely to achieve its target because of the non-receipt of divestment proceeds and the lower than anticipated revenue yield. Further consolidation, particularly through structural expenditure reforms and improved tax administration, is now required. Effective implementation would help to prevent the further accumulation of arrears, which will aid in restoring confidence and facilitating private sector activity.
Following the loss of 2 direct air links with Latin America in as many years, Barbados has managed to secure another connection. This week, Minister of Tourism Richard Seeley announced that after several years of trying to secure its services, Barbados has finally struck a deal with Panama-based airline Copa Airlines, which will result in 2 weekly flights beginning in July this year. In August last year, the Colombia-based Avianca Airlines announced an indefinite suspension to its flights between Bridgetown and Bogota due to operational limitations. That was followed by the suspension of the weekly Gulf flights from Brazil to Barbados.
The government has been embarking actively on diversifying our source markets, and the Latin American region, of course, has received attention from this government. We had the Gulf flight out of Sao Paulo, we had the Avianca flight out of Bogota, Colombia, both of which were suspended for different reasons. And this partnership, COPA, allows us not only to have more business or get business from Colombia and Brazil, but also the rest of Latin America. And it is a very strong player in that market. And we look forward to seeing the Latin American market grow tremendously.
Seeley is upbeat that with the new direct link to the Latin American market, several sectors here will benefit.
So even from beyond tourism, the cultural exchanges and so on that can ensue from this service are tremendous. So I am very happy to hear that this flight is a reality, and I am certain it will be a success, not only for tourism and continuing to see the numbers grow, but also in terms of improving the relations between Panama and Barbados.
Accountability and productivity is the focus of the Barbados Best Employers 2018 competition, coordinated by the Caribbean Catalyst, Inc. During the launching ceremony earlier this week, Managing Director of Caribbean Catalyst, Rosalind Jackson, said she was confident that if more public and private sector entities focused on continuous improvement in leadership, then productivity would soar. Companies seeking to enter the competition have until February 20th to register by visiting the Caribbean Catalyst website. Companies will be assessed in 10 areas including work, life balance, work environment, business strategy, and employee communications, and will be judged by a group of panelists. Now for today's financial tip. It is okay to be critical of your own plan when you're running a business. Look at where you are as a company using basic financial and cash milestones, and then look at where you are with respect to your industry and competitors. If you're lagging, then your plan may be obsolete. That's been Business Today. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Madden.